The activists, they influence the course of history. Manqoba Mchunu takes a look at modern-day youth activism.
June 16, 1976. Young people voicing their discontent over the use of Afrikaans as a medium of instruction. A bitter battle punctuating the beginning of change. Some paid the ultimate price. 4 decades on, another youth struggle. Four months of running battles and disruption finally paid off. Free higher education became a reality in 2018.
It was necessary because you know that education in this country was treated like a commodity. Only for those who can afford were able to enter universities. But now with the struggle for free education, I can even now take my younger sister, whereby we only survive with the grant of our aunt, and go and start in Stellenbosch or Rhodes University for free. But they did been previous. We're not going to be able to afford the fees of Stellenbosch from my family. And some of them, NSFAS, could not even pay for most of their fees. But now it's free education. Our people are going to be studying wherever they want to study in all 26 institutions.
Reminiscent of the 1956 Women's March, the present-day generation returned to the union buildings to highlight gender-based violence. The hashtag Total Shutdown March was led by 34-year-old Loyiso Saliso.
It was like all over media where women were constantly being killed, disappearing, and children as well. But it seemed like nothing was really being done in terms of policies and laws and so forth, which could enforce perpetrators not to do what they're doing to some extent. And so I woke up one morning and I wrote a status on Facebook where I tagged fellow activists and feminists and asked us to mobilize women, intersectional women of the country and the LGBTQIA community.
And their cries were heard. A gender summit was convened.
I was exposed to some of the most harrowing stories that these young women had to tell. Now, the proposals that have been put forward here are definitely proposals that we are going to act on.
The youth is making their voices heard. A voting bloc targeted ahead of the May poll, and political parties were under pressure to get young blood on board. Record numbers made it to parliament and legislatures.
It sort of opens up this to more people actually understanding that, well, actually you can start a particular movement, you can attach yourself to a cause, and then you can see that translating directly into tangible outcomes by being in parliament and influencing what happens there. So we're hoping that the young people that have just made it into parliament do not then become unknown and invisible backbenchers. They should actually keep championing the causes that they fought for.
For young people today, the biggest issue is unemployment. The rate stands at 55%. But can youth activism help turn the tide?
We need to take young people standing up and saying, hey, this is what is happening to me at the moment. I don't have a job. I am supporting 3 different people without me having a job. These are the different responsibilities that I'm currently carrying. But I want to have a better future. How do I do that?
Pause fees must fall. Does this level of activism need to be reignited?
I think that generally there has been a decay of youth activism in our country on a basis that you will know that most of our country, more especially if you can check on the recent election, most of the youth of South Africa did not go and vote. They did not go out there and vote for this 6th administration of our country. So it shows that our youth is not properly mobilized, it is not properly organized. I don't know whether it's a matter of the lack of youth formations that properly guide youth and direct them towards a certain generational mission or what, but I feel that there is indeed a void of youth activism in our country.
There's still a lot to be learned from the class of 76. Manqoba Mchunu, SABC News, Johannesburg.